Sagittarius, welcome to your zodiac reading. It's almost your birthday season, so I figured let's get into your reading. You should be part of the first batch. So, Sagittarius, this is going to be about how Pluto in Aquarius is affecting your sign. If you haven't watched the Pluto in Aquarius reading, go watch that. I'm going to link it down below. And, it's this huge transition that's about to take place for the next 19 years. And because of that, it was decided that we're going to do readings talking about how each of the signs are going to be affected by the transition of Pluto into Aquarius. So this is your reading, Sagittarius. Okay, so off the bat, Sagittarius, for some reason for you, this transition is going to bring you closer to balancing your feminine aspects. And I know that people tend to think that feminine means woman or feminine means girl, and it doesn't mean that. There's just certain energies that are seen as feminine. Example, your creative energy, your ability to come up with certain ideas that are going to help your life, but much quicker. But also, what I'm getting with you is coming up with ideas not from a place of fear. Exactly. Not from a place of fear. What's underneath this? Arrow. Not from a place of fear, but from a place of focus. Not from and which is exactly what femininity is. It's strategic. So you're not just planning where it's like, okay, if things don't go my way, this is what I'm doing, or because things haven't gone my way, this is what I'm gonna do. No, it's literally you sitting down and almost embodying this energy of flow and allowing that to transport you to a place in your mind or a place in your heart space where you feel nourished, where you feel safe. And from that, springing out these ideas that, like I said, are not from a place of fear, but from a place of focus. You would greatly benefit from learning how to meditate. And what I mean by meditate in your case is just having time where you are just quiet, where you are just silent. I'm not talking about silencing your mind. I know people think that's what meditation is. Like, it's okay. You're going to think things when you sit in silence, and that's fine. But I don't want you to ride the thoughts. Don't ride the thoughts. Almost watch the thoughts. Observe the thoughts. Allow yourself to have time at least once a week. And as you get used to that, it will become addictive. You will want to do it. Then you will start doing it every second day. And then maybe some of you will start doing it every day. But put space aside at least once a week where you, for some of you, either just get like a pillow and sit on the floor and just like breathe. Concentrate on your breathing. It can be for 3 minutes. It can be for 5 minutes. It can be for 7 minutes. But at least 3 minutes. At least 3 minutes where you're able to just sit in silence and observe your thoughts. Watch them. This is not about controlling your thoughts. It's not about saying, no, don't think that. It's not about saying, no, don't think at all. It's about just watching them. Watch your thoughts, like observe them. Observe the things that come up when you're quiet. You will greatly benefit from that. Some of you are actually not aware of how your inner conversation is not that balanced. Your inner conversation is very masculine, and it's a low vibrational masculinity where you are talking to yourself in a way that nobody should be talking to themselves. You scold yourself a lot. You tend to ask yourself, like, is this really who you are? Is this who you're going to be? Well, if that's the case, just know that you're not going to be good enough. That's kind of how you talk to yourself. And some of you are not even aware. And that's why you're needing the quiet space, the meditation, because I need you to watch and observe the way that you allow your mind to speak to other parts of yourself. It's not okay. And through that, you're going to obviously develop some compassion to yourself, because you're also going to agree with me in how that's not okay. And it's not productive, because you wouldn't speak to your child like that, because you know that's not productive. That's not how it might be how someone used to speak to you, a parental figure used to speak to you, and you know that that was not productive. And yet you have projected that kind of talk onto yourself. You might have to watch the reading that I did yesterday. It has to do about healing the inner child. I know people see a title like that and think, oh no, I don't need that. It has nothing to do with who I am right now. Yeah, so watch the reading. I'll link it below also. I'll link it in the description box. Watch the reading. It's necessary. So let's go back to the bulk of it. Your femininity. Oh yeah, look, you've got the card witness, and I was talking about how you have to observe your conversation. From that, you'll also start to observe, I guess, the way that you act, how sometimes you seem to be pushing yourself through certain situations because you think it's the right thing to do in order to project a certain image of yourself, when actually even the image you're projecting, it's not who you are. It's not even who you want to be. It's just an example of how you saw someone acting, and you put it into yourself that this is a strong way to be, or this is a smart way to be, but it's not a natural way to be for you. And that's why Pluto in Aquarius is bringing a balance in your feminine energy, because your feminine energy has been greatly out of balance. And feminine energy represents flow, the ability to bring out parts of yourself that are naturally you and allow that natural essence of yours to work for you, to work for your great benefit. Why else would you be given a natural template in order to work with here in this world, instead of nature saying, no, just be like everyone else? Nature instead gave you a unique template. And the reason nature did that is because nature knows exactly what it's going to put in your path, and how it has equipped you greatly with how to navigate that path. But if you keep adopting other people's templates, then it is no wonder why your path will be hard for you, will be challenging for you, why you will have resistance towards it, because you are not meeting your path as yourself. You are meeting your path as these many other examples of a person that you've seen throughout your life that you figure must be the right way to be. But it's not. And that's why some of the key aspects of your life, like certain doors, you were not able to open them, and it's because you're using the wrong key. You're using someone else's face. You're using someone else's personality. You're using a learned and you're using an adopted version of yourself in order to open certain doors, in order to engage in certain connections, and then you wonder why your connections later on feel empty. You wonder why certain relationships or friendships or even jobs don't work out, because you're too worried about being right. Sagittarius. And Pluto in Aquarius is going to show you how there was never a need for this. You came into this world fully equipped within your unique template to carry out whatever you need to carry out, to have certain connections, to engage in projects or a career or a job that will actually fulfill you. You know, it's come to the point where as society we've decided there's no ways a person can find fulfillment in a job. Like now, I don't know, does everybody have to be an entrepreneur? Like that doesn't even make sense. But there's this concept of how you cannot have a job and be fulfilled. Yes, you can. Oh, do you know what? I'm getting, who's this person? I'll write their name here for you because I can't remember. You would also benefit from listening to their like audio tapes or something like that. There's some audios on YouTube, like right here on YouTube from this person that kind of help you navigate like being in a space of work and enjoying it, or finding a space of work or a space of employment if that's your field. You know, even if you are an entrepreneur, that's cool. If you did start a business, that's cool. And they will kind of, because even with that, you find that a lot of people start their business and after like a year or something, even though they're doing well, they're bored because, you know, there's so much of themselves that they haven't yet unlocked in order to fully actually enrich this part of their life that is their career or their workspace. So this one will help in that, or listening to those audio tapes. So yeah. Otherwise, yeah, Pluto in Aquarius is here for the next 19 years, and overall it's going to be a great time for everybody because it's just like putting yourself discovery to the test, and that's a great thing. So I wish for you to be one of those people that find and uncover their true template so you're able to fully take advantage of this time that is very biased towards those who have uncovered their true template. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. If you enjoyed the reading, like, share, subscribe. If you want to book a personal reading, all the information is in the description box later.